Hi, I'm Ted from Everything Attachments. We're today with our compact post hole digger. We've been making this post hole digger for a lot of years. We finally made a few changes on it for the different sizes of tractors that are getting. Tractors have been rated for a long time from a category 1 tractor to a class 4 tractor. Now, some of the tractors are getting so big, in other words, a Kubota L6060, it should almost be a class 5. It's almost in the utility class. And then they've come up with the subcompact, the .5, which is a BX, and the John Deere. Everybody has a subcompact, which is called a .5. And we have a Pacific post hole digger that's painted orange called a Landshark. That's specifically made for a BX. So if I was buying one for a BX, that's definitely the model that is specifically designed and works perfectly on it. This is the compact model. The BX model will also work on a B just fine, but after looking at both of them mounted on a B tractor, I certainly, if I only want these, this is a 48-inch bit on this model of the Junior. On the subcompact one, it comes with a 36-inch bit. The 36-inch has a 30-inch digging capacity, maybe a little more. The 48 has a 42-inch capacity, maybe just a little bit more. But so what we've done is the BX only has one location point, and it's under this main beam here because it's all really small. Once you get to the B, which is a true tractor and called a class 1 tractor, then you have a little more adjustment back here and you come real close to having a true standard 3-point hitch. The only thing I'm not a big fan of on these smaller tractors are the internal stabilizers instead of the external stabilizers. But this is, and we used to have two arches, one for the compact, one for the 6900. We've made this arch the same, and we've put the pins on both sides of it. The pins on the inside make it real easy to hook to a tractor that has the stabilizer bars on the inside, where you can keep them set all the time the same, and you just open them up, put your pins in, and you're done, versus having to loosen them up a lot and come to the outside of the pin, and then to get the slop out of them, tighten it all back up again. So whether you're, if you've got this type of stabilizer system, you want to hook on the inside. If you've got a full-size tractor, and this would happen to be a full-size 6900 boom, then you would want to be on the outside, and that digger's rated up to about 50, 60 horsepower, and it goes on the outside. But so when we built the smaller one, like Land Pride similar has for their smaller tractors, we kind of built it specifically for the BX and the B. And once we got everything, and it took a lot, once we got everything right for it to fit the BX perfectly, which took a lot, there was a lot of things that once you get to a B, having a standard hitch and all, I'm like, well, would I use the new little one for the subcompact, or would I go back and use the compact? So really and truly, to have all the bit options for the 48 if you wanted to, this and the way you can adjust this hoop, and what this hoop will do for you, these adjustments, the further you come out, the more leverage you get. On the smaller one, it has a shorter boom, so you do get more leverage. But if you were to be in this particular hole here, and you got your bit stuck or couldn't pull it out and wanted more power, you can simply move this to the back hole and get as much power as you need to hopefully get it out of the hole. And then you can move it back easily if you want to. The further you have it in, the further it will lift. This is a 48-inch length auger on this now, and I had 16 inches of clearance when I measured it, so that's enough. If I thought I'd never drill a hole over 2 feet, I might still would put the 36-inch on it. They're the same price, just to not have as much hanging down on these smaller tractors. If I were putting this on a 30 horsepower tractor, you can still use the compact with either bit, and you probably would end up using the outer pins. But this has been a great digger for us over the years. We've changed the guards on here where you don't have to take them off to take the bit. We've put 2 different heights of holes to remove both pins here. We've got the hole through here to remove the shear bolt. Even on the little bitty post hole diggers, we're using a heavy duty shaft. On this tractor here, this is a category 4 PTO shaft, and almost everybody's, until you get to the really heavy duty, uses a category 2 PTO shaft. So we use a shaft that weighs about twice as much. We never have shaft problems. We fill our gearboxes with oil before you get them, so we never have to worry about a customer that forgot to put the oil in them. So we're not really supposed to send them that way, but it causes a lot less trouble for us and you, the customer. So, but always check it to make sure, but we do fill those with oil, whether we're supposed to or not, for shipping. We have a nice hook here that makes a good way to unhook if you've got a place under a shed or something to put a strap through. We've got a nice hook here, and it's a pretty good way of taking these off. Don't forget to hook up your safety chains so your shield isn't turning top and bottom. That's your standard 1 3/8 PTO that's on a BX, the B, and any full-size tractor. So we just wanted to point out how well that the compact fits on this category 1 size tractor of any brand. And we've also got this shown on a BX with our small one. So our guys here, when you call, just give us a call or an email. They're really good because there's a lot of different ways to figure what size bit you want for what you're doing. If you're tamping your holes, you don't want too big of a hole where it takes too long for it to firm up and get solid. If you're cementing your holes and you're using square post, even though you're using a 4x4, sideways it's about 5.5 inches. So if you're cementing it, a 6-inch hole will crack in the corners because it's going to be too thin. So between cementing or tamping the dirt back in and what size you're using, whether it be round or square, our guys can help you make sure you get the right bit for what you're doing and the right digger for your size of a tractor. Just give us a call or an email. At Everything Attachments, that's where we specialize in getting you the right product. And our trademark is quality by design, because we put a lot of design into this quality to get everything right for you.